So now that we hold the flow, it's showing, and this is how it will show in almost all the other softwares out there, or even in a game. You know, if you don't introduce this edge loops, you won't get the design looking right. Okay, it's very, very important. So if you are working on hard surfaces and you introduce these bevels, then you see your shape are coming out great. All right, cool. So we basically have that indentation going on, and what is left is what is some lines going on here. Let me see if we can see that in the ghost. Don't be scared. Let's go out and turn the one we are working on off. Okay, if we look here, see, this is the indentation we just did. So what is left is this, you know, lines going on. There's like a cut, a big cut going on, and there's three of them. 1, 2, 3. Let's try and get it, and then we are basically done with the inner two. Okay, cool. So let's get these lines. You know, remember this tier will be another class and the footer. So let's try to get these lines quick. All right, so you see this is the old bike, and you can see this is what we just did, and we did pretty much the same. We didn't even get this side either, but the indentation is what is showing very good. So we have that good. So let's turn ours on. See, we don't have the indentation, right? And let's jump in quick. Okay, cool. So how do you get those lines we just talked about? Pretty easy. So you see how the tools, the polygon tools, are almost repetition, right? Because there's no more. This is it. You know, so when you practice and you start knowing how each one of these works, that's it. The modeling, that's it. You know, and pretty much we use most of them. Okay, we use most of them. It's a few ones that we haven't used, and then we might touch them, or even if we don't, they are very easy to mess with and try them. Okay, cool. So we have to figure how we will get that. Let's get out from this bevel. Okay, and now remember the lines were going like this. Okay, so what up here, who can tell me, like, what tool do you think will work right for us? Because we're gonna have to cut a lot of lines, right? We're gonna need more lines. If we use polyspray, we will call polyspray a lot of times, so many times. We have to call polyspray. Let me show you real quick. Let's call for polyspray. Okay, and now if I cut one line here, you know, and cut, and I finish this, if I have to use polyspray again over here, if I have to use it again, I have to call it again. You know, let me hit enter to finish it. If I have to use it again, I have to call it again. See, now I have to call it. You know how to call it, right? Call kill. Now it's activated again, so you can cut more. Continue from where you cut, or, you know, create a design. You can create design with this tool. That is what, and the good thing about this tool is that you can cut in the middle of a polygon. So far, this is the tool that can cut in the middle of the polygon. Middle here, boom. You see, it will put a cut there. So this is a good tool to do what? To create designs on the faces if you are modeling high surface, because you can cut, you know what I mean, in the polygons. See, very cool, you know. But because this tool, we have to call it so many times, and we're going to need more lines here, I don't think we should call too much like that, because there's a tool that will only work, that will give us those lines, and we will only call it once, right? So let's look for that tool. Let me delete this old one. Okay, cool. So let's go look for that tool. Who can tell me that tool? If you know, raise your hands. If you don't know, it's cool. But when we start using it, you'll be like, oh, okay. All right, cool. So let's call for polydraw, because polydraw have polyspread, and then you can use it so many times while you are still in that one call. All right, so let's call polydraw. When you call it, automatically it will join to the line for you. So we have topo build polydraw. Okay, that's what we need now. So where is our lines going to go is something we can think about, but that is not too hard. We already know that we're going to have 3 lines, right? Those lines were 3 of them. So we can use this line already here to start one of the lines. Okay, so let's cut it from here. Okay, it start with what? It start with building the surfaces, but we want the cut, so we have to come up here and change it to the cut. Let's select that and we start cutting. Okay, if I cut like that, one touch, I can do one touch, but let's see how one touch will happen. What's going to happen if I do one touch and I bring it here and I drop it and I click middle mouse to finish it? You see what's happening? It's not giving us the row we want. We want another line around the old line. Okay, but you see, because I cut it from here and I finish here, it's now doing that. Okay, so let's do this. Remember that, reset, boom, so we can start. So because we want it along this line, we have to cut it one at a time, eyeballing. Okay, don't worry if it is not like perfect. Okay, get it like something like that, eyeballing. Okay, you can tweak a little bit. All right, so let's tweak a little bit. How you do that? You know what I mean? We don't want, if we want, we can use the smooth, right, to push stuff, you know, a little closer to where we think they should have been, right? Push stuff small to get it better, but you guys have the idea, right? When it's too close, you can open it small, you know, push, you know, you don't have to like get crazy about it. But now we have these lines, so what is next? But from far it looks okay, right? But when it get close, even it's not bad. All right, so that is okay. Okay, cool. So let's get out from polydraw. Okay, let's come to the box selection, and what we need is we're gonna push this inside in to create that indentation for the lines. So let's come to what? To polygons. Let's see if the laxa will be the good one for us. Let's select all the middle parts. Okay, oops, let me tumble small, get this part. Okay, shift, I'm holding shift, oops, then control to get this part you don't need, then shift to get a part you need. Okay, I don't think if I paint it's helping me because the area is too small. I have this going on because I try to paint, so I think I have to get it one at a time. So control to get these out, then one at a time. Then if you move faster, you can get them. Okay, cool. So we have that area selected, right? It don't look bad, you know. There we go. See, we can even see it's happening. Okay. Then we will look inside. Then cool. We have those indentation going on. Let's bring it up small. Okay. Get out from wireframe and come to smooth shading. Come out from the tool. You see, you can see the lines. Okay. You can see the lines, even though we didn't get them closer like how I was saying it's supposed to be. It's okay. We have the lines, and then we have this inner design. Okay, so let's complete this inner tube by cutting it into half and then flip it. Get this side to the other side. Cool. Easy. How you do that? Let's select everything. Oops. Let me come to box selection. Select everything, and then we call for clip, right? You have to cut it into half, you know, but clip is doing it on a different area. Let's see the x-axis. Give it 1 at the x-axis here. Enter, and then give 0 here. Okay, so we have it at the right side, you know, so it was at the x-axis. Okay, so we're going to flip this side to here. Easy. So from the network view, you know, we want to flip all whatever we done. So we can call that in the network view. We want to flip everything to the other side, right? So in here, you hit tab, and then you go for mirror, right? That is mirroring. Boom. Now we have the mirror. It's waiting for us to place it down. Let me get it closer. Then I'll place it here. And then I'll connect. Bring my view back down here. So now you can see that it's looking pretty good. We were able to get that inner thing, you know, that is coming inside. And then, and also we have the design showing on this side. Okay. And let's see, in the middle, it's like it's a little overlapping. Okay. So that is when you come here and you fine tune it, give it a distance, and see if it will fix it. Yeah, it's like that. It's okay. It's because of the cut. We should have figured that with the cut, but it's okay. So at this point, you know, you get both sides. So you have to match it with your reference. And since we are using the old bike mostly, we can check that, you know. So from this side, it's good, you know. So that, you know, mirror is okay, because this side is okay. All right. You know, it could have come something like this, you know, like very close, and then you will know that, nah, it's not good. So you have to, you know, get it to where it's supposed to be. Okay. So let me fine tune it a little bit. Get it close and touch it. Boom. All right, cool. So pretty much the inner tube is set. See, very easy. Repetition of stuff and just little thinking, and you know how I'll do it. You know how I get it to come out good. You know, hold the edges, beveling. Very, very simple. That's why I was not worried about the actual modeling, right? So you guys could tell that it's very easy. It's just like you would do modeling in anywhere. But the movements, right? How you know, you call the clips and how it connects to the network and all the jump around in Houdini is what I'm much focused on. That's why most of our class get longer, because I'm still pushing it about 80% of the basics. All right, we did good on the on the inner tube is very important because it shows us a lot of skills, you know what I mean? Because these designs are what you do mostly on most of the hard surface you'll be modeling, right? You get stuff going in and, you know, showing some edges and holding them stiff and all that stuff. All right, cool. So I think you guys are so far getting comfortable with modeling in Houdini, and I want you guys to practice, you know, so that, you know, anytime you come to class, you know something, you go add it to what you have. By the time we go through this bike, you'll be good. You know, it's not about this bike. It's about, you know, knowing the tools, the network, jumping around, calling, merging, boolean, calling the tools, radio menu, call your tools, you know, setting up, you know, up here we talk about all that get poly modeling so that all the radio menus that you call are for modeling, right? So pretty much we come far, but you know, it's a lot left, but I know that you guys are, you know, getting there. All right, cool. So thanks for staying around. So I'll see you in the next class. Have